Good morning, my friends. I hope that everybody's good. I'm just going to get myself set up here for our Tuesday morning practice practicals. I don't know where the time is going. It's a little insane that it's already Tuesday morning. There's so much going on here at Soup headquarters. But this morning, what I want to talk to you about is, so I'm a chiropractor first and foremost, right? And in chiropractic, we talk a lot about subluxation, which simply means that there's stored stress in the nerve system. And because of that stored stress, the body's not functioning optimally. And here's where I want to go with this morning. So the month of April is all about growth for our staffless practice community. And we're going to talk about personal growth, practice growth, relationship growth, and spiritual growth, community growth. We're going there. We're just going to talk about growth all week, all month long. And I want to share a story with you that created such aha moments throughout my life. You know how you learn something and you continue to learn the layers of it as you mature and learn your life experiences. The meaning of that something shifts for you and goes deeper for you and deeper. And the concept of subluxation for me that's always been true. So I remember when I was a new student and I promise this will all come around, just hang tight. I was a new student in chiropractic school, and I was learning what a subluxation was. And in school, they taught us that the body is run by innate intelligence, that it's ever present, it controls and coordinates everything that our body does. It comes from universal intelligence. It expresses itself in the body as innate intelligence, and it doesn't mess up. Right? That's what we were taught in school. And then we were taught this concept about what happens when the body's messed up, what happens when the body's subluxated. And I was like, whoa, let's just put the horses on hold for a second because you're saying two totally different things. They can't both be true. If we have an innate intelligence that controls and coordinates all of our actions, right, maintaining us into existence, then why do we subluxate? Why do we get into this state of being stuck if the body has this intelligence? The two don't go hand in hand. They don't make sense together. And it was this conundrum. And I remember having arguments. And, chiropractic has a three-legged stool: philosophy, science, and art. And we would have all these courses in philosophy. And the philosophy is all about studying innate intelligence and universal intelligence. And it never rang true for me. It never integrated for me until I met my mentor. My mentor's name was Dr. Sue Brown. She was one of my very favorite people on the planet. She still is, but she's not here in earth form anymore. And she taught me a new understanding of subluxation. She taught me that subluxation is simply when a force hits the body, physical body, emotional body, spiritual body, yes, all of it. And the body goes into a state of chaos for a period of time. It could be for a second, it could be for a year, it could be for a decade. So let's say that the force is, let's say we take this Love Wins rocks and it hits my head, right? My body will move into a state of chaos from that force hitting my head. Ow, that hurt. And we go into this state of chaos, and because of that state of chaos, our body can either integrate the vibration of it or the rhythm of it or the information from it, or it can store it. It can store it and say, you know what, we're going to process that force later. And it stores it in the form of potential energy. And the potential energy that's stored creates a pattern of distortion or a tension pattern, if you like, or a subluxation pattern, if you like, until our body has the space, the time and space to integrate it and process it, and therefore move out of the state of chaos and come to learn a new state of being. So let me just recap. So the body has a force that hits. That force can either integrate right then and there, create chaos for a time being, and move the body to a new state of knowing, or it can store the force in the form of potential energy and create what I know to be a subluxation pattern. So what does that mean? That means that, and let me also say, if you're not a chiropractor, we talk a lot about subluxation. It's how I understand the world because it's who I am. I am a chiropractor. And the reference to subluxation is a really crucial one that distinguishes chiropractors from non-chiropractors, from PTs and OTs and all these other things. Chiropractors are the only doctors on the planet that are trained to locate, analyze, and correct subluxation. So when I learned this new way of understanding subluxation, I thought, isn't that cool what that does to the idea of change in the body? So if I'm in a state of chaos, which for my body might look like fatigue or depression or obesity or breaking out on my skin or painful menstrual periods, whatever it might be, that means that I'm changing. Isn't that cool? So what I want to share with you guys this morning in Practice Practicals is that change doesn't always feel good. It can feel really good. It can also feel the opposite, the antithesis of really good. It can hurt like hell. And as we move into our month of change, and as we move towards April, I invite you to make space for the discomfort and know that on the other side of the discomfort usually is a new state of being, a new state of being a better expression of who you were previous to that lesson. So change isn't fun always. Sometimes it is, but usually it's not. And as we move into the month of April, we're going practice growth, personal growth, community growth, spiritual growth, relationship growth. We're going there. So grab a piece of paper and a pen and just do some daydreaming about what kind of growth you want to manifest in the month of April. If you're ahead of the growth, if you're ahead of the curve, you can direct it. You don't become a victim to it. Get ahead of it and do some planning, do some writing, do some meditating, open up the yoga mat, stand on it, see what your body wants to do. I hope that was helpful to you guys. I'm loving you from here. Have a beautiful Tuesday, and we'll talk soon.